wedding night tradition that frightened people in medieval Europe, and now we're talking about the most famous and terrifying wedding night tradition of all. The one that has haunted European stories for centuries and is a symbol of how cruel people were back then. 1. At the top of the list, we have the Droit du Seigneur, or the Right of the Lord, also known as Jus Primi Noctis, the right of the first night. This was the supposed rule that let a feudal lord sleep with his vassal's new bride on her wedding night. The story paints a very scary picture. A newly married young couple is forced to send the bride to the local lord's castle, where he would take her before her own husband could. It shows the extreme abuse of power and the complete control men had over women. But here's where things get confusing. Despite its strong hold on our imagination, most modern historians agree that there's no evidence that Droit du Seigneur actually existed as a legal right. There's no proof it was a widely enforced law in medieval Europe. The references we have are mostly indirect or appear in literature written long after the Middle Ages, often to make the era seem more brutal. One of the only legal documents that mentions it is from 1486, and it lists it as a bad custom that was being formally stopped. So if it wasn't real, why is it number 1 on our list? Because its power was in the massive fear it caused. Even if it wasn't the law, the fear it represented was very real. Feudal lords had enormous power over their subjects, and sexual assault was certainly a part of that reality. The right of the lord became a legend that perfectly captured the fear and powerlessness of the peasant class. The pain of this tradition wasn't that it was happening all the time, but that it could happen. It was the threat, the symbol of a system where a common person, especially a woman, had almost no rights at all.